Shout out to the Cows Gang. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and welcome to the show, Victim or Volunteer. What I want y'all to do, grab the nearest couch, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Hey, what up, Cows Gang? I got a story I want to talk about, an unfortunate situation where you have a 16-year-old who was being tried as an adult for the murder of another 16-year-old by the name of Zaquavious Dawkins. He was shot and killed on January 26th in Gastonia. And the police believe the shooting may have been connected to a previous fight between Dawkins' friend and the suspect, which is Sean Simpson. Sean Simpson is being recognized all over the nation because of his crying and his whining and his breakdown when the judge said he gets out with no bond. He's not getting out. And he hollers, "Mama, I loves you." We're going to talk about that. But first, let's go back to the breakdown of why all this happened. The reason why they say this happened, because of a schoolyard fight. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I remember when I was 16, fighting this grade school fighting. I never thought about picking up a gun to go kill somebody. The only thing I thought about was fighting, get it over with. It is what it is. I ain't never thought about grabbing a gun, going to kill somebody because of a fight. Win or lose, you know what I'm saying? But in this day and age, you have motherfuckers that feel that shooting is the way to go. Killing is the way to go. But when they stand in front of the judge, now they want to stop, drop, and roll. Now, on January 26th, it was shortly before 6 p.m., 16-year-old Zaquavious Tank Dawkins was shot while walking on North Chester Street. And they said when the police arrived, Dawkins was found in the parking lot covered in blood with a gunshot wound to the right shoulder. Now, detectives spoke with another boy who told him that he and Dawkins was walking for Family Dollar when a black Tesla drove past them, and a boy in the back right passenger seat rolled the window down and yelled something. Now, witness identified the 16-year-old as Sean Simpson, telling police that he and Simpson got into a fight previous school year at Ashbrook High School. So you telling me, allegedly, that this dude, Sean Simpson, came back to shoot Dawkins' friend because they had a fight from last year? You can't make this up.
You big dummy.
So, not only did the vehicle go around the first time, the vehicle came around again, and this time Dawkins and the friend ran, but Simpson began shooting from the back of the vehicle. And 2 days later, Simpson was arrested, and he was sent to the Gaston Adolescent Center, where he was receiving treatment. Now, Simpson told police that he used his phone to call an Uber the day of the killing. He also said that information that would give him an alibi was on his cell phone. You know what I'm saying? And also, Sean Simpson lived with his grandparents. Now, I wonder why he don't live with his mother or father. Now, we could come with a lot of speculations on why that is. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, Dawkins died from his injuries, and he was laid to rest on February the 4th the funeral was at Adams Chapel, AME Zion Church Cemetery. Well, I guess that's where the service was, and he was laid to rest, I'm not sure. But let's get back to Sean James Curtis Simpson, who was charged with first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder. They passed a law that a 16 or a 17-year-old can be tried as an adult. But before we get into all that, let's look at the stop, drop, and roll pattern that Sean Simpson decided to do in court. The gangster, that hitter, the one that don't have no remorse. Check it out.
First at 5, a 16-year-old learns he will not be getting bail after being charged with murder. Sean Simpson is accused of killing 16-year-old Zaquavious Dawkins and also accused of trying to kill someone else Sunday night in Gastonia. Well, Simpson is now being charged under a law change which allows 16 and 17-year-olds to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. But that did not make things any easier for anyone involved today, as you just saw. As Derek Dellinger reports right now, the hearing only lasted a few minutes, but it was tough for both families.
The family of the victims, Zaquavious Dawkins, they were in court and they were quite emotional about what happened. You have to realize this is one of their first chances to see the teen accused of killing him. Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant factors of the charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavious Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood that he lives in. It affected everybody.
Her grandson overcoming health issues as a baby and eventually playing football at Ashbrook High School. In recent days, and even after court Wednesday, Dawkins' family could not help but tell us how kind he was.
He was sweet. He was kind. He would do anything for anybody.
Which has made this all the more tough. But there's a realization here from Dawkins' family that justice must come, even for a suspect that's so young.
He is really young, and he took an innocent life, which was a part of me. I felt bad, you know, but I mean, you know, you out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences.
Simpson's next court date is set for February, though we're told he could be indicted by a grand jury before then, but he will remain in jail given the charges. At the Gaston County Courthouse, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.
Did y'all see that? He tried to come in, you know, tough. He tried, but that reality just kept hitting him. And just to let y'all know, if y'all know what Gastonia is in North Carolina. And again, North Carolina got a law called Raise the Age Law. And it came into effect December 1st, 2024, where it allows 16 and 17-year-olds to be tried as an adult for felonies A through E, which includes murder. So as y'all see, Sean Simpson crying and placing his head on his handcuffed hand as he shouted, "I love you, mama. I love you." You know what I'm saying? As officers is leading him out the courtroom. And the unfortunate part about this whole thing, 2 lives are destroyed. 2 families are destroyed. Not only the one that died, Zaquavious, but also Sean. Now, the unfortunate situation, Dawkins had a disabled mother, and he was going to the store for her to buy some items and stuff like that, you know? And what Dawkins' mother said was, he gave me a kiss and he said, "I'll be back." And she said, "I love you too." You know, that was what she told media outlets. And the thing about this dude right here, Sean Simpson, he ain't getting out. He's tried as an adult, charged with murder and attempted murder. He's not getting out. Now, what I do wonder, did he snitch on the that was driving the car? Now, the least you can do is don't snitch. You don't know who it was. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to say. I'll take my penalty as a man. I'm the one who got caught, because they ain't missing nothing about the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, Dawkins' aunt, Denise Wilson, told media that he was kind. He'll do anything for anybody. You know, all you had to do was say, Tank, will you go do this? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? He was out there to do big things. He played football heavily, and his plan was, I believe, to be in the NFL. And what she also said is, you out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences. So while he was in court, the family was in court, both sides of the family, and they said they want to see him do life in jail. They want to see him do life in jail. You know, Tank, which is Zaquavious, they called him Tank. He was not only a scholar athlete, but kind and thoughtful, a soul that touched lives around everyone around him. You know, and all I got to say is, if you want to be about that life, be 100% about that life. Don't go up to the judge and now you want to cry a river, you want to stop, drop, and roll, you want to tell your mom you love you, I love you, and all that. It's too late then. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all again, a lot of people don't like it and all that stuff. A lot of this stems from lack of fathers, or it stems from fathers who are out there doing the same thing, and he raised his son to do the same, and also the environment. And unfortunately, once again, 2 lives are destroyed. One is in the ground, one is in the hole. I like to say prayers to Zaquavious Dawkins family. I like to say also prayers to Sean Simpson's family, because these are 2 lives that are destroyed. And this is something that y'all should give your kids to look at, to let them know this is not what you want to be in, and this is not something that you want to do. Because if you're not ready to face these type of consequences, then don't do it. Put down the guns and put up your fists. So when it comes to 16-year-old Sean Simpson, I got to know, is he a victim or volunteer? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Cows gang, cows gang.